I'm Lucy Edwards, Director of Client Success at VHT Studios, and today I'm at this magnificent home of Allan Dalton. Thank you for inviting us, Allan.
Lucy, you're very welcome to be in our home. Thank you for being here.
Allan Dalton is the Senior Vice President of Research and Development of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices and HomeServices of America. I would also like to spend a few minutes on cryptocurrency.
Okay, great.
That everyone is getting so scared, blockchain and NFT, and the agents are just terrified when they hear those words. What's your opinion on that, and where is it taking us?
Well, I'm glad you asked me what's my opinion, because I'm going to speculate. I'm going to give you my opinion of what's happening. First of all, I think what's happening in the world is that there's an epic battle taking place between digital socialism and digital capitalism. And I'm not making a value judgment about each. I'm just speaking sociologically right now. Going back to Amazon to eliminate illiteracy, WebMD to democratize medical information, Web 1.0 was just providing information. Web 2.0 was interactive. Now we're talking about Web 3.0. The problem that people have with Facebook, it was the democratization of information, but it wasn't the democratization of governance. And people think there were abuses. So there's movements. There's social justice movements. There's movements of decentralization and democratization. Crypto is a global digital currency. That means that there's hundreds of thousands and millions of people around the world that don't have access to banking and financial services. Cryptocurrency is earmarked to be able to ameliorate that. Number one, a lot of people are in countries with devalued currency, war-torn countries. So a populist movement is so everybody in the world can have the same currency with the same valuation. And then obviously because it's digital, okay, it takes a lot of it's 24/7, it's 365 days a year, it's more convenient, okay? And so crypto is something that it will be interesting how it plays out, because there's competing forces for it and there's competing forces against it. Blockchain, which requires crypto to perform, blockchain would be less contentious if it didn't have any relationship with crypto, which it does, because it's going to make transactions more efficient. It's less tamper resistant, so people don't have to worry about moving their servers away from earthquake zones or whatever. So that's very progressive, and it's going to reduce the cost of transactions. And it's a distributed ledger, so it's all transparent. So you've got to separate blockchain from crypto to the metaverse. But crypto is very controversial, very contentious. There's people that it's not just about currency, it's a social movement. For that reason, Gino, Christy, and myself, we created a 4-point strategy around blockchain and crypto and the metaverse. Strategy number one was to educate. We have to educate our agents, and we have to help our agents educate the public. Because for years, somebody would say, how's the market? And realtors used to actually say, it's unbelievable, or I've never been busier. Some lame explanation, which didn't show that they were a real estate trusted advisor with their brain in high gear. We're not going to get away when people say, well, tell me about crypto. Oh, it's unbelievable. Oh, it's great. It's something, isn't it? So we have to educate. And we are educating our networks about blockchain, crypto, and the metaverse. The second thing is that we want to facilitate. We want to facilitate because Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices and HomeService of America represent either one or two companies in the world in terms of number of transactions. So we have an enormous stake in footprint in the world of transactions. Anything that is good for the consumer, we feel is good for us. We don't want to operate in an environment that isn't in the best interest of consumers and clients. So we need to be prepared to facilitate those consumers that want to transact with the use of crypto as their choice, their currency of choice. Then we have to elevate. We're going to have to elevate our value, because if blockchain becomes more popular, then that will erode some of the value, possibly in terms of stakeholders to the transaction, which means that our value has to become even more expressed throughout the whole continuum. And then we want to procreate. We want to create, like everything we do, because, for example, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, we're an aspirational brand. So we relate to the whole spectrum of buyers and sellers. We're a for everyone brand. Our brand is a real estate leader in trust and innovation. We can document the trust with statistics, and innovation goes well beyond the technology. So if we're going to remain a leader in trust and innovation, we have to serve the needs of everybody. That's why we're for everyone. And we've got to maintain our position as a real estate leader in trust and innovation. That means educating, facilitating, upgrading, and procreating all around these three potential juggernauts, if you will. But that remains to be seen.